Alex, aka Significant Brother here with a look at my song, Closer Than Before. Closer Than Before has been released as the focus track from my debut record, Low Tempo High Times, which begs the question, what is a focus track? In industry terms, in the biz, a focus track is ostensibly the song that is most representative of the artist's record, their sound, the vision for the entire project. It's usually a song that the artist wants playlisters, feature writers, radio programmers to be focused on whenever they're talking about an artist's new record. So you might ask, Alex, what separates a single from a focus track? And I say to you, good question. A single might be able to stand alone as something representative of the artist, while a focus track is more representative of the entire project or record as a whole. So I've released 3 singles, and now the focus track leading up to my debut record, Low Tempo High Times. In classic fashion, Closer Than Before could not be less representative of the record as a whole. It's the only song that kind of has this Americana, alt-country, folk rock feel to it, unlike everything else on the record. But I really like the song. It just didn't make sense as a single, but as a focus track, if it fooled people into listening to the rest of the record, that's great. If no one ends up liking the song at all, I can always say, yeah, that's why it wasn't a single. It's kind of a win-win. My debut record, Low Tempo High Times, came out on a Friday, which seems like the obvious day of the week. Hashtag New Music Friday, Bandcamp Friday, etc. Most records come out on a Friday. However, I have vivid memories of standing in line till midnight on Tuesdays to buy CDs back in the day. May 15, 2001, you can bet your butt I was standing in line at CD Exchange to pick up Weezer, Green Album, and Tool, Lateralus. So when and why did music releases switch from Tuesday to Fridays? I did some digging. In 2015, a global release day of Friday was created to unify all the schedules for new releases around the world. Previously, different markets would release music on different days. As you might have guessed, the switch from Tuesdays to a unified Friday release had a lot to do with the rise in digital streaming services, file sharing, and the rise in music piracy. Records could previously get released in one market, be uploaded, and then illegally shared to other markets where the record hadn't officially come out yet. I'd love to hear what you all think. Do you have a preference between Tuesdays or Friday releases? And when was the last time you waited up till midnight to purchase a record? And which Weezer album was it? With Closer Than Before, I wanted to step outside of my normal comfort zone and try to create a song that captures that kind of timeless Americana, folk rock, alt-country vibe of an artist like Tom Petty or Spoon or Wilco. The song is upbeat, jangly, fun, but has kind of a bittersweet feeling in the lyrics. So let's pop open the hood of the Closer Than Before Pro Tools session and see what we've got cooking. The song is kind of driven with some open, jangly chords. I didn't have access to a 12-string when I was recording this, so this is a makeshift 12-string guitar I'm playing. On the left side, you can hear open chords down in the first 3 frets. Then I've got a capo on the 12th, and I'm playing up an octave on the right side, kind of making a 12-string guitar. That's doubled by some acoustic guitars. I wanted a song that had a guitar hook that carried throughout the entire song without really stopping. So both in the verses and choruses, there's a guitar doing kind of a counter melody behind the vocals. We've also got some stabbing guitars, providing a little bit of attitude in the choruses. On the bass guitar, it's pretty distorted, heavily distorted, with a SSL comp, radiator, maxed out, providing some heat, apparently. A little micro shift, providing some chorusing effect, and a decapitator with the punish mode blended in. Again, so the bass has got a lot of attitude, but blended into the actual song, it feels a little more low, wompy, soulful. Take a look at the drums. These are beat corrected and gridded all to hell, and that is not meant to be another knock on my brother Austin, who's a fantastic drummer and played on this. This song was kind of written in reverse, where I performed and tracked a lot of the instruments to a drum demo and I really liked all the tracks that I was laying down and wanted to keep them, didn't want to have to redo it. So when these drums were added towards the end of the song production, I had so much stuff I wanted to keep that I needed to kind of move Austin's drums around to fix my poorly played instrumental parts that I was adamant about keeping. In the drums, the kick that we captured was a little too direct and punchy, so I did blend in a sample that has more of a room sound to give it a little more of an airy live feel. Let's hear what the snares sound like with the sample blended in. Just a fat snare. For the guitar solo, got acoustic guitars doing the chime. That's straight out of the Tom Petty handbook right there. No shame in that. No siree. We've got a slide guitar that kind of leads into it, provides liftoff for that solo, and by slide guitar, I don't know if this even qualifies. We have hand claps going in the chorus, providing a little live energy, make it feel like there's a party popping off in the studio. We've got 3 lead vocals, basically a triple of my voice. There's a lot going on with it. The lead vocals thinned out a little bit with the RC20. As always, I've got my J37 providing a little bit of saturation, a little bit of grit, and then the slap delay, which is one of my favorite slap delays. A whole chorus of myself singing the melodic ooze. Just almost out of key, but I like it. It feels live. Some effects going on, providing a nice little lift off in the bridge section. Some movement with an ARP. Affected sounds buried in there too, just to provide a little ear candy, some interest. Make it a little more exciting in the back end of that song. Pretty straightforward, all things considered. Well, that's been a look at my song Closer Than Before from the debut record from Significant Brother, Low Tempo, High Times, out everywhere now via the Record Machine. Check out my record wherever you stream your streams. I'd love to hear from you down below. Talk to you soon.